In few minutes, I'm going to help you discover ways to make money as an international student. Let's dive in. Another international student hack. So today I'll be giving you guides on how to save money as an international student. Imagine making £2,000 as an international student working part-time just 20 hours. Yes, it is possible. Don't forget the restriction on 20 hours. You have to work 20 hours. Don't forget the limitation as an international student. It's only 20 hours and part-time. But firstly, you need to have a healthy relationship with money. You need to cut down on your expenses and increase your income. If you're considering moving to the UK or you're in the UK already, the first step to save money is to consider living with family or friends. I know you want privacy, but cutting down as a new immigrant would help you. You can live in a shared accommodation with people or consider living with family. Once you live with family, you don't have to pay the rent. It depends. You can contribute on grocery and some other expenses, but you don't have to pay the rent. Some family won't even let you pay for grocery or anything. You don't need to support with the bills, and that would help you save. So you should consider that. You can also consider living in a shared apartment, living in the school hostel, or living in a room with someone. That would help you save. The next guide is tracking and setting your budgets. If you have a budget, set a weekly budget. I have a note on my phone where I write certain things that are needed. You have your needs, you have your wants, things are necessary. You don't go beyond that limit. You don't go beyond that budget for that week. Weekly spending. You can also have like monthly spending at the end of the month, how much you spend and how much you save. So you need to create a note of some certain things you need to get. Oh, you need to get this needs, you need to get this wants, these are necessary. You need to get a new towel, you need to braid your hair. You need to like track your expenses. That would really help a lot. Next is using your student ID. As a student, you can get discounts when you go to store to get your grocery or even transportation. I use my student card for the bus. You can also use it for the tram. You can also use it for the train. Oh my god, you can also use it for the tram and the train. I use it for the bus. I use my Oyster card. So I do my monthly subscription instead of spending almost £200. I spend about £66 on my monthly transportation only when I use the bus. But when I use the train, I spend about £20 to £30. So I don't need to spend more than £200 a month on transportation or close to 200 or £150 a month. So use your student card. It's going to help a lot. Use it to get discounts when you go to certain store. When you get something, you tell them you're a student, you can get discounts. When you shop online as well, you can use your student ID card to get discounts. So that will help you save more. Next is very important. Have a skill. Before relocating, if you know you have the intention of relocating, you already started the process, go and learn a skill. People need gardeners here. You need a stylist. We need a stylist. We need braider. We need makeup artists. We need tailor. It's really important. We need fashion designers. So you want to make sure you learn these skills before relocating. And when you come here, it's not going to be a professional skills. It's not something you can do as a profession because you're still a student and you're not a professional. You only work full time. You only work part time. I'm sorry. You only work part time. So you want to do this as a side also for family and friends that will just give you money as a gift. Do you understand? And once you're done with school, you can now do this part time with your part time job. That's full time work. I hope you get it. So learn some certain skills that you think, oh, I don't think people can easily do this. I don't think people can easily find people to do this, like shoemaker, tailor, sewing some clothes. Do you understand? So these are very important skills. Braider, baba is really important. You can learn these skills before moving. Electrician, engineer. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Next guide is renting out your stuff. If you have filming gadgets, you have lighting, you can rent them out. You have a camera, and you know content creators that need camera or restaurants that want to take pictures. You can just tell them, oh, I have lighting, I have camera, I can come over and take your pictures. It's just for such amount for these hours. These are things you can do. Even if you rent a room and you want to go and spend time with your family or visit your friends in a different city, you can tell them, oh, there's a room available for 2 weeks in so and so place for a very, very affordable price. So that will help you save. Okay, that would really help you save. If you have materials for cleaning, really good materials like a bicycle, you can also rent a bicycle for some certain job. It's very important. Renting your stuff would help you save, or also selling your stuff would help you save. You can also sell your stuff. The next guide is buying your grocery in bulk. It is still something I struggle to do. I don't buy my grocery in bulk. I bought grocery last week, I did the last 2 weeks, and I did today. It's because sometimes I just realize, oh, I don't have this at home and this is almost finished, and then I have to go back to the store and buy them. I buy them like 3 times or 4 times a month. So buying your grocery in stock will help you save, and especially buying from the more affordable stores. Buy from the affordable stores like Lidl, Aldi, Poundland. I don't want to mention some other stores that are not as affordable as these ones I mentioned. So you make sure you check, okay, Lidl is affordable, Poundland is affordable, Iceland is affordable. Buy from those stores. Farm food as well, quality food is affordable. Okay, realize I didn't mention some stores because they are not as affordable as Lidl and Poundland. Next tip is declutter and sell your stuff. If you have clothes that still look good but it doesn't fit you anymore but it still look good, you can sell them online, on websites, on app, on Vinted. You can sell these clothes. If it's still nice but it doesn't look good on you anymore, or you don't really like the color, or for some certain reason you don't want to wear it anymore, you can just package them, iron them, and sell them. You can sell most of your stuff. If you don't need them anymore, you can sell them, especially nice looking stuff. You can sell them on online websites and then apps. The last tips is mystery shopping. You can sign up on website like AliExpress. After getting stuff from them, you can just give feedback to get coin, and that coin you can change it as money or use it to buy more items from them. But it takes time because you have to keep dropping reviews, and it's about 20 coin to get to about 50 pence or £1, because I'm not sure about that. There are other websites you can check out to do survey and get paid in coin, and then you change them to money or you send it to your bank account. Okay, I hope you find this video helpful. If you have more asks, please leave it in the comments below. I would like to see you in more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks. Bye guys.